Dennis Thomas was an ex-DJ, actually a very important DJ in the history of music, radio in the country, that went under the name Denny Michaels. Dennis knew a lot about classic movies, and he was into that stuff too. You know, the original cult movies were like revivals of bogey films on, you know, campuses and things like that when you didn't get to see them on TV. So Dennis, you know, knew about those films, and he actually started this store called Thomas Film Classics. That was before video in 1974. He started selling things like Laurel and Hardy movies on Super 8. And also, say, 20-minute and 10-minute edited versions of feature films. And so he had the vision to know that people would want to own films because he wanted to. The reason Thomas Video became the first video store in the country was called Thomas Film Classics still at that point. But a guy named Andre Bly, who's now considered the father of home video, started a company called Magnetic Video in Farmington here in Michigan. And he bought the rights to 50 20th Century Fox titles like Patton and MASH and so forth, and The French Connection. Well, he decided to put them out first on beta, because beta everybody thought was going to win the war back then, and then maybe 6 months later on VHS. But he brought these titles out with the plan of just doing a mail order thing, sort of like a Columbia House thing. And we learned of it, and we ended up with mainly Dennis Thomas at that point talking to Andre and convincing him to sell those movies to us. So we got the first 50 beta movies when nobody else in the country got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gary and I here have been in bands together since high school, 1969. I guess that dates us a bit. A few years into it, I bought half of the store. And then probably 8 years into it, Gary and I bought the other half of the store. So, you know, that made Gary a partner and Dennis was gone. A lot of low-budget things started showing up on video. That really interested Gary and myself, because we were into that sort of thing. We were also into the classics, but we liked the idea of films that weren't made to formula. In the early days of video, of course, you just bought everything. All of us here feel that you can't even appreciate the type of film you really like if you don't know some of the other types of genres. We've got cult movies, which can be a lot of different things, including classic film. Asian cult stuff, which a lot of those are nasties. In fact, in the early days, they were called video nasties because a lot of those things weren't seen at the theaters. They were more like things were, you know, for video. Now, of course, they make direct-to-video things that are definitely nastier than any video nasty that was back in the 80s. We're at least allowing the people the opportunity to see these films. You know, some things aren't on DVD yet, or in some cases we don't have the DVD yet, then they'll take the tape. College kids and stuff, they want to watch their B horror films. They'd rather watch them on VHS because maybe it's something about the atmosphere of shoving that tape in or something. But, you know, for a B movie, that's not a bad thing. We're doing something that we like, that we believe in, we think we're providing actually even a service for the community by giving people a chance to see things they wouldn't normally see. We believe in a selection. We're not a top hits store. We have the hits, but we think you need to have more than just the hits to even enjoy film, much less know about it. I think a lot of customers come here for the more unusual things that they're not going to see on TV, that they're going to have to be in the queue too long at Netflix for, and that Blockbuster doesn't carry. Everybody that works here loves movies and knows movies.